Hey, I'm George from MovieWeb. How are you, David?
Good, thank you. How are you?
Very good. Excited to be here. Um, One of the things that jumps out to me early in Relay is the name of the character Archie Leach, which feels like an obvious reference to Cary Grant, which had me thinking the whole time about Hitchcock movies. And the style of the movie kind of fits that too. And I'm curious if there's a little intentionality on that and like where Archie Leach, why it's Archie Leach and how you feel about Hitchcock. There's a lot of Hitchcock happening in this movie to me.
Yeah, it was a little nod, and I wanted to choose a name that was enough people might get it. You know what I mean? There was a connection there. There's quite a lot of Hitchcock in the movie. Particularly in the sequence in the theater or in the concert hall, which kind of belongs. Hitchcock did it in 39 steps. He did it in The Man Who Knew Too Much, both
Yeah.
versions of it. So something about the tension of the crowded room where somebody's doing something that's not with the crowd, that really kind of like goes in there. But it was interesting. I mean, it wasn't that scene wasn't deliberately a Hitchcock
Huh.
moment in a way. It was just being there was I just instinctively channeled. The memories. You know what I mean? It's so it sort of happened almost accidentally, but
It
yeah, you're
immediately I thought about the man.
yeah,
I thought about Jimmy Stewart and that climax. I also thought the way you shot it, movement looked a little different. Was there a slowdown or like something happened where they moved a little differently and like deliberately in camera and maybe like something felt the whole pace of it like orchestrated differently. Can you talk about that sequence? Also the layers, there's a North by Northwest thing going on, like who knows what, how much does each person know, etc.
yeah, definitely. I don't know about the slowness because I certainly didn't use any kind of slow-mo or anything. Everything was all
Sure.
shot kind of straight. Um, but I mean, I guess the kind of drawn out element of the sequence was probably what you're feeling,
Yeah.
and like all these things converging, and then suddenly it's really for the first time in the film it actually gets violent, and the sort of true colors of the genre start revealing themselves a little bit more, from this sort of slow brood into something that's a little bit more kind of desperate and high jeopardy and actually yeah.
Yes, which is also wonderful tension building. Like the ingredients come together and they start to simmer finally and boil. Um, Curious about Fuse. It's a project that I'm excited about and seen some things for. I know you're done. I'd love to hear you talk about kind of what highlight from that experience and also like, will we see a trailer anytime soon or is there any updates on what's coming next with it?
Yeah, I mean, with screening in Toronto in 3 weeks' time, we're still working on it, so it's like
Yeah.
it's right up to the wire. So I don't know when there'll be a trailer because I don't really know when the release plan is. But we have already cut a trailer, so it's available, but it'll all be about how to market it. First film I've done in London, first film I've ever shot in London, and
Huh?
kind of interesting as a Brit to kind of return after my kind of some of my American things to contemporary London. It was an idea of mine originally, about trying to combine the kind of tension of an unexploded bomb movie with a heist movie, and that's kind of what we've done. So it's quite a sort of pure cinematic experience in a way.
Yeah, speaking of Hitchcock, once again, an unexploded bomb. Well, it was really fun watching this one. I'm curious if you could say just a little bit about working with Riz. He was so good in it, so excellent.
Well, I mean I've been tracking his career from the get-go, and I've always wanted to work with him, and it was a really great pleasure. He's very inventive. There's a lot. There's he's a very intelligent, smart guy as well. There's a lot of good opportunities that he took along the way, I sort of feel like also just hovering in him without saying anything. You feel the sort of brooding, moody star quality of it is really strong for me, and I'm really pleased by the way both Lily and Riz feel like kind of old school movie stars in this film.
Absolutely. Well, it's a wonderful movie. Thank you so much for your time.